Hey sis, each month inside Entrusted Women University, we feature a brand new interview. You can watch the full interview only in Entrusted Women University, but you can check out this snippet right now.
Media, how often you can actually commit to posting. Don't do more than what you can. You don't have to post every single day. You don't have to, right? You don't have to post on every single platform. And we'll talk about that in a minute, but knowing your audience and who they are and knowing where they go for information.
Hey ladies, how are you? I am super excited to be sharing my good friend and also my graphic marketing person, Kia Gilmore, with you. We've been working together for Kia, how long have we been working? First, yes, both our names are Kia.
Yeah.
It's crazy. When I was in Fort Worth, Texas, I was like one or two kids. I moved to Atlanta, I was like one of 10. And then,
Many.
then when you get on the internet, you're like one in 1,000,
Uh-huh.
one of 1,000. So, anyways, Kia, how long we been working together?
I tried to count it earlier, and I think it's like 5 years, 4 or 5 years. I know, right?
It
That's what I
can't be
thought was going back
five.
in
It
my
can't
mind.
be.
It might because it was before. We're in 2022 at this point. It was before COVID, so
Well,
that
the pandemic, those years are just kind of like one big
yeah, we're all
conglomerate
meshed
year.
together.
It's just like one big old year. And so you don't even know. You didn't even
You
age.
don't
We
know.
didn't even age during the
No,
pandemic. I'm lying. We aged double.
maybe 4 years. If it's not five, it's four.
Wow. Okay, y'all.
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy. But so Kia, she manages the Entrusted Women, the Facebook page as well as the Instagram page for me. If you have come to any of to last year's conference, prior to the conference, she's responsible for our rebrand, these vibrant colors. Because I think we were like light pink and black, and
And
Kia
white.
rolled up on the scene and was like, "What? What are
There
they
was white.
doing?"
There was white too.
Thank you. So it wasn't just wasn't just pink and black; it was also white too.
Right.
And Kia rolled up on the scene and was like, "You're a Christian women communicator, the color, but you got this bland pink and this dark black." So she came and revamped our website and revamped our brand colors and our brand identity, really. And I love it. And then she did a lot of the work for the conference on the back end. And then she's also been the EMC too. So she's just a jack of all trades, but she's kind of my go to person when I need help for all things marketing, branding stuff. Anyway, so that was my introduction. I'm going to read her official bio and then we're going to dive into this interview. Hey, so Kia Gilmore is a digital brand curator. I love this word here. And the founder of the Gilmore Creative, a digital marketing and brand management company that provides graphic design and virtual brand management services to entrepreneurs and small business owners. Kia provides her clients with unique strategies and creative ways to build, grow, and expand their brand through the power of visual story. It is her mission to help entrepreneurs create an identifiable brand that enables your target audience to distinguish you and your business from your competitors. Yes and amen. Welcome, Kia.
Hello, ladies.
We're so happy to have you. So let's start off just kind of talking about the beginning. I had tell us about the Gilmore Creative, but I think I want to go back a little bit further than that. Were you like the child that was in the classroom doodling on your paper, and they had to say, Kia, where are you?
Oh my God. Like, okay, and I was the talkative child. That's who I was mostly, just talk all the time. But also, there was a component of that. I am a doodler even now as an adult. Like, I could be not in visual, like actual meetings on it, but when I was working and you have people talking for a long period of time, I'm listening, but then sometimes I doodle. So, yes, like creativity, drawing, just, losing myself in what I call the pretty, just getting lost in the pretty. I just like to do all sorts of anything that comes to my mind. With you,
Mm-hmm.
people say words, they give you an understanding of what their vision is or things that they're talking about, and then my mind sees it in creative images and colors and all that stuff. So yeah,
I love that. So when did it go for you from hobby to this is something that I'm actually doing for a business? How did that transition take place?
it is so crazy. Okay, so officially the transition took place in 2018, but it's crazy how God really lines up every part of your life and things that you do. Because I never really thought of myself as a techie type person, but there's a geeky, nerdy, techie side of me when it comes to web design and creating those things and a little bit of coding in there. I'm like geeked out, like, oh my gosh, this is great. So that's something I did when I was in high
That's
school.
weird, but I'm not trying to judge you, but that is weird.
It is. It's a little. It is weird to me because I really never thought of myself like that. Like, oh, I didn't know I was interested in that until I really got into it. But it is something that I did computer science. I was in a science and technology program when I was in high school. When I went to college, I did some computer science classes there, even though I was a communication major. And then I was working and got unfulfilled in my current position. I was like, oh my God, like I feel so boxed in because there's no creativity and just in my person.
Yeah.
I needed a place that I could go to just let that out and create and use that talent and that gift that I know God had given me. So I really started out, the Gilmore Creative started out as a virtual assistant business. It wasn't graphics. That was not my niche. I was not like focused in that area, even though it was something I did. I started out just kind of giving people and aiding people in management of online businesses because it's something I had gone through training for myself and have gone through courses and business courses. And I learned how to do it myself. And I said, I want to give back. And that's how it started out. But then I realized I was getting really stuck in pretty things. I'm like, I like to
Mm-hmm.
create this. I loved creating my first website. I loved doing it for other people and helping them. And it was something I could do without thinking about it. You didn't even really have to pay me because I'm like, I love to do this. And then that's when it clicked like, okay, this is what I need to really focus on in my business instead of trying to be all things because virtual assistant, it's a lot. It's a lot of work. Um, and
Yeah, it is. Ask any of the virtual assistant staff work with me, and they'll be like, "Yep."
it's a lot. It's a lot. And I love helping people, but for me, I noticed like my area that I need to be focused in was the graphics part because that's what I love to do. I knew a lot about it. There was some social media parts that I understood and knew about it, and just continued to learn and get better in that space. And so it's just like, hey, this is what I'm going to do. So 2018 was like, okay, I'm going to create my business and it's going to be virtual assistant. And then by the time we got to the midpoint of 2019, it was like, yeah, she's not going to virtual assist anymore. We are absolutely going to be just doing graphic design and web design because that's what I love to do.
Mm-hmm. And the rest is history. The
That's it.
rest is history. So tell us a little bit about some of the services that you offer with the Gilmore Creative.
So, of course, there's web design, like I said, there's graphics that I can do if you're a business who's totally fine on your website. You don't need work there, but you do need help with graphics and social media templates and mail newsletter templates, um, even some print materials. I do a lot of do programs and print materials for
Yeah.
people, presentation design that people come to me for as well. Personal branding is something that I offer, which is strictly resume based. Like we're helping you with that if you are a person who still works and you're in the industry and you just need to be able to give your resume a boost. I work with people doing that because that is a brand. You are a brand when you walk into a company, into a business. That's a part of the service that we offer too. And then also social media. To say that digital marketing is what I would call it for me, which is providing people a strategy for social media, getting you kind of zeroed in on who your audience is, how to find them, We do all that strategy work, and then also just the management portion. If you just need, I just need posting. There's a part of my business that I just can't do. I really push that off to someone else. Being able to do the posting and also the analytics for that.
Hmm. And when I tell you it, right now it's on autopilot because I barely even on Instagram for Entrusted Women, and sometimes don't even go on mine because it's just too much. So what Kia does is she schedules all of our graphics. She creates new graphics, the U version graphics that we're getting ready to start rolling out because all of those are starting to be published. Kia creates those as well. And one of the things that I didn't mention to you that I wanted to do, I don't know if we can do, is kind of wanted to just go on the back end because when Kia and I started working together, it feels so weird saying Kia all the time,
I know,
but
right?
because I am Kia.
It's fine. KG is okay. I answer.
Oh, Kia G. So when Kia G and I started working together, um, all my images was just one big old pile of images. I might have had folders for each. Did I have folders?
You might have. They weren't all there though.
It was
Everything was
just
kind of just here. It is.
yeah, just one big conglomeration of images, and so one of the things I really appreciate about Kia, she was like, this needs some organization and some order. And so she came in and created an Excel spreadsheet or a Google sheet and basically created categories for each of the types of graphics that we were posting on Entrusted Women. She put like the name of that graphic and then the copy that went with that graphic. So now it's less of like a hodgepodge and more of kind of like a science where there's a system in place. And I really love that because I think if you're gonna if you're gonna have longevity in social media or on social media and you're going to try to have a consistent um, system and pattern or way of posting, you're going to need to have some structure, and that's one of the things that you did. I don't know if do you think we can pull it up, or would it be too crazy because I haven't planned this out or anything?
You want me to pull it up? Oh no, you can. Can I
Can I
share?
put? Well, it's going to take me forever. I don't know. It might take us forever, so maybe if
Right.
we have some more time. But can you talk a little bit about that, Kia? What you created?
Our strategy and what we did. Oh, you just wanted to see the spreadsheet?
Yeah, I was just gonna show the
Oh,
spreadsheet.
I'm
I think
thinking
you
you're
can
saying
share it.
going.
Can you?
Let me
You
see.
can
Hold
share your screen.
on. Okay, that's different. I thought you were talking about actually going on Instagram. Like, help me, Lord.
No, 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 no. So
Okay.
you see at the bottom. Do you have at the bottom a share option?
I do. I have a share option. I'm gonna pull this.
Y'all, this is totally unplanned. This is totally unplanned. So sorry, but I just thought it would be good for y'all to see the back end of how she um, posts stuff.
Couldn't I see what I just saw a minute ago? Hold on.
Okay,
Oh
and
no, that's the sheet. Go ahead.
you found it.
I didn't. I'm looking at the our planning sheet, which is totally separate and not the same.
Oh, okay. See, this is why you should prepare people in advance. And I apologize,
I
y'all.
have it right up.
Welcome to Interviews with Kia.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I don't want to have them on here forever.
But I can, well, let me see.
Hold on.
Hold on.
I'm saying the internal. Here we go. Here we
Oh,
go.
you found it. Okay.
I found
Yay.
it. Woo. Okay. Is it going to allow me to do anything? Share screen. Yes.
I've only done this one other time
Yeah.
where
Okay.
somebody shared their screen. There
All
it
right.
is. Okay,
See
now
that?
I add it. Okay, there it is. Awesome. Okay. So can you talk a little bit about that?
Okay. So what we did, and I'm not sure if you guys are able to see like the tabs
Yeah,
at the
uh-huh. You can see the tabs too.
okay, you can see the tabs. Okay. So what I did really first was to go through the Instagram page. And I went through it from the beginning, from the beginning on the way to present, and took out whatever scriptures there were certain days already before the kid had already structured. So Sunday is a scripture, Monday motivation, um, Tuesday we probably had a quote, I think, and then Wednesday is always Entrusted Women. So each day we already had a theme for each day. So what I did was go in and just look at every Sunday and every, the scriptures that we already had for Sundays, and put those scriptures um, down, put the verse down. I put the caption, grabbed the caption that she used, and then we had standard tags that were used that I bunched into a different place. And then on Monday, I did the same thing. Let me see. This is a Monday. Oh, I think Monday was merchandise at first.
Right. We've since changed that, but you guys can kind of they
But
can
you
kind of get the
right.
idea.
So all of it, you have a quote. You have sometimes we might put the author of the quote, the caption that's in there, and then this is a different space, but you guys get the point. You're going through just to organize. If you've already had something put up, if you've not started yet, this is a great place to start, about trying to figure out what each day is going to be for your social media, how often you can actually commit to posting. Don't do more than what you can. You don't have to post every single day. You don't have to, right? You don't have to post on every single platform. And we'll talk about that in a minute, but knowing your audience and who they are, and knowing where they go for information, knowing what they like to get, information that they like to get, that kind of forms your content that you're creating. Because even though you're on this platform, it is your ministry, it is your book, it is your product. It's really not about you. So everything is structured really around your audience, the pain points that they have, the things that they need help with, systems that they might need to use. The content that you create should be surrounded around those things. So you have to kind of know very, very, very specifically. Nothing is too specific. Who is your audience? You're talking to women. What age range of women are you speaking to? Did they, what education have they had? Are they, high school graduates? Are they, college? Is it post grad? Like, who are you speaking to? And where those people go for information is something that you really have to know, before you even start to sit down and put together what you think would be valuable information for them. Because if once you know them and you know who you're looking for, you can kind of go on social media, look where they look, what the things that they like to look at, content that's already out there, and then not copy, but just use that as inspiration for, oh, this is what I could do this day. This is what the type of content that I can. This is what I can bring to them, and the value that I can give to them in this space and on this platform. That's
Yeah.
kind of where we went. That was the idea. Who are we talking to? Where do they go, and what do they like to understand, and the information they like to take in? And then we created content surrounding that. And so it's just, now that it's all there and it's all organized, it's all put together, we can just kind of go with it now.
It's really rinse and repeat. The only thing that I would add is once we have a content, which we kind of do, a content generating system, then we would begin to add that content onto Instagram. And because the content is video, it's a little labor intensive to get it prepped and ready to go on Instagram or on Facebook potentially. But anyways, I'm saying that would be something you could add. But I'm saying this to show you how to wrap your mind around creating a system for social media. And the other thing that Naja Drakes did, hi Naja, if you're watching this, is she manages the inside of the Facebook group, the larger Facebook group, not EWU. Kelly manages EWU, but the larger Facebook group Naja manages. And what she had been doing is putting dates on this same spreadsheet so that she could remember what went where. Because after you get to doing this for a couple months, you don't know. Did you do Colossians last Sunday, or was it Genesis? I just don't.
Did
I
I
just
give?
don't even remember. You
Yeah,
know, was
you
that
can
my
have that
quiet
moment.
time? It just started to get a little bit murky.
Yeah.
Anyways, okay. So Kia kind of has talked about this third question. It was what role does psychology, your vision, your mission, your core values play into communicating who you are in the digital space? And I guess it's, all of it.
All of it. It is it creates the structure. It's the foundation. It's where you have to start. A lot of times people put an emphasis on go, just do it, just start. And the truth is, yes, just start. But at the same time, you do have to be organized in your thoughts, and you really do have to understand who you're talking to. Otherwise, the value of the content that you put out there is not going to be where it needs to be. People aren't going to connect with it. And then you have an issue with engagement, right? Like you
Mhm.
really want to make sure the whole purpose of social media is to engage with people. Everyone, connecting with people is the basis of business. Whether you do it online or you do it, in person, is the basis of everything. So you really have to know how to do that and have a strategy of how you're going to do that, so that you can build from there.
Mhm. And
I hope you enjoyed that interview snippet, and I want you to be sure and check out Entrusted Women University by visiting membership.entrustedwomen.com to see the interviews in their entirety. And join us next week for more content to help you on your writing and speaking journey.